Okay, in this video we're going to work on some of the parts and let's get started. I have made some changes here. So first we're gonna work on the thing that we left here, which was it was not scrolling. So I just found the issue, and the issue is very simple thing. So what issue was that is we were using capital S. So all we have to do is to make it small. We already made this change above here. So now, as you can see, it is coming down here. So if I select another chat and then if I select this one, it is coming down. And there's one more thing. Remember there was like random tags for each chat. I just removed the tags and just put the numbers so I can explain you something. Right now if I send another message, which is 11, okay, you can see it is 11 coming here. But there's one thing, 12, 13. So the thing that I am trying to explain here is, you see like 12, 13, these are in the proper sequence, but it shouldn't be like showing 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on and so on. So if I go to database and you know what, let me make all these for chat number 5 so you do not get confused. I thought all of them were for chat 5. So what it should do, it should show us 13, 12, 11, 10, 9 and so on and so on. So to achieve that, we have to make some changes in our bullet file. So I'm gonna have to head over to the file message list. We have to set one condition. Right above the for each, I have to check if the count, the message count that we have, if it is equals to 1, then just keep this. Else, we're gonna have to come up with something different. Now what we need is a reverse. Is a reverse of, it should show 13, 12, 11, right? So for that, we have to use the for. Just add one function here, reverse. We forgot to end our if here. Save it. Now it's good. If I hit here and you see now it is showing 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 4, and if I say 14 now, it should be down there. Yeah, it is coming here, but it is scrolling up all the way. Have to fix this. We can close this file, no need for this anymore. So it's look like I think it was greater than rather than less than. So now if I will come back here, okay, yes, all good. Now if I say 18, yeah, so that was our mistake. Two things that we have fixed now. The third thing would be to make this section work. This little label thing, like how many new messages do we have. So let's just get started with that. In order to achieve that, we have to first check for the messages, that how many messages per each chat we have unseen for this specific user. And to do that, we have to create some sort of function, and for that we will gonna create the function within like our own chat, because we are getting all the chats of the user, the person who's logged in here. So we have to create some sort of a function that we parse this chat, get all the messages of each chat this user have, and then check how many of them are seen as 0, because as you can see here, the seen is 0 means has not been seen by a user so far. So to do that, we are gonna create a function, let's say total message, just a random name I am picking, you can pick whatever, and we will gonna create this function, a static function within our model chat update, and we are gonna parse the list, or we can say the array of all chats that we have for this specific user. So save it, head to the, actually we do not have the file open, the chat model, and here we will gonna create this function public, and it should be static. So in here we are gonna parse the chats, and then we will loop through the chats. First let me create one variable here, total message I would gonna say, and it would be array, the empty array for now, and then for each chat, as we're gonna have to create another loop inside it for each. And now this time we have to go through the messages for each chat, and this would be chat, not chat. And we need counter variable as well, it will start from 0. So now we were gonna check the actual condition that I was talking about. If this message seen is equals to 0, and if this message user ID, which means the ID of the user who sent this message, is not equals to auth user ID, which means our ID. If it is not equals to our ID, which means that someone else sent this message, we are the one who will gonna see the message. Then after then it will gonna mark as seen, like Facebook. So we will gonna say counter variable I plus plus plus, which means increment 1, and then total message, the index would be chat ID is equals to I. So it will gonna increment the value of each chat. For instance, if this chat have 2 unseen message for us, then it will gonna make it 2 unseen message here, because first time we are incrementing 1, second time we are incrementing 2, and whenever the loop start for another chat, this I becomes 0. So that's a pretty much thing. After this loops end, we can now return our total message array back to our home controller, and we are storing this total message in our another variable, the same name. And now we will gonna parse this to our home view, which is home.blade.php. Now we have to find the file chat.list.blade, and here, as you guys can see, we have this section. But before showing this section, we have to make whole bunch of a PHP condition in order to find out whether we want to show this section or not. So let's get started. As you guys already know that we are parsing a total message array in our view, and it contains the array as a index, chat ID, and the value, the number of unseen message for this specific user for each chat. Okay, So keep in mind, now we will gonna have a if condition, and in if condition we will gonna check array key exists. It's a PHP function, array key exist. It's checked for the key in the array. So our array, as you know, it's total message, and the key that we are gonna look into is chat ID. So we have to see if our chat ID exists in this total message. Do we even have a unseen message for this specific chat? If yes, then we will gonna check it, like how many messages do we have. We can just print echo, and we can just simply copy this, cut it from here, paste it here, and we can just remove this, and instead of that we can do something like this, and it will show how many messages are there. But for instance, there is one user-friendly thing that we will gonna do here. Probably you guys notice in most of the website they have like a condition. If like the messages are more than 10, they will gonna see 10 plus. They will not gonna say 11, 12, doesn't matter how many hundreds, thousand, they will just gonna say 10 plus. So in our case, we are setting a limit of 20. So if the messages are 20, more than 20, then we will just gonna say 20 plus. Doesn't matter 55 unseen message, 100 message, 200, doesn't matter. So to generate this functionality, we have to check it, like how many messages do really we have. So for this, we will gonna set the condition here to check. Let me quickly copy this because we're gonna need it. If this value is greater than 20, it's a very simple condition, then simply use 20 plus tags. Otherwise, just simply print what the value we have, and instead of this total we can just simply say C. So if it will be more than 20, it will gonna be 20 plus showing here. If it is less than 20, it will gonna show the actual number of unseen message. Hopefully you guys have got it. Now if I save over here, come back and refresh, so it is saying, I think we did not, you see, we did not set the name for the function, we forgot that. And line number 26, again we made a mistake, we forgot to add a auth. Now it should work. Yep, all the unseen messages are from ourselves. We are the one who sent it, so it will not gonna show unseen message. So let me do a bit of a tweak. As an advantage of a developer, I have access here. I can change the user to the ID of John. So just have to go to users, pick up the ID of John, which is 4, come back to messages, like just gonna make few of them for John, like and how many of them? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 4, and let me say more, 5, and let's say 6, another one, and it will gonna show 6 now. You see, perfect, isn't it great? And what if I just make this one seen, just to show you guys? Now it should be 5, otherwise we have some issue. 5, perfect. So that part is done, and from next video we're gonna come and make this seen functionality. Like if we click here, so it will be seen. So we're gonna have to make the change in the database that all these messages has been seen. And you see the functionality is now making a structure here. All the messages that he sent are showing as his message. And there's one other thing that I wanna inform you guys. We will gonna have to add a feature here, load more. So if we scroll the top, it will gonna show load more, so we can show more messages, the old messages, like every other chat. So keep watching the videos. Take care for now. Bye bye.